Hello student, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Antenna and Propagation lecture series. In my previous lecture, I discussed about the types of antenna. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about the single wire antenna. Then we discuss about the two wire antenna. And last, we discuss about the dipole antenna. So now, in this lecture, we will discuss about these three topics. So, first one, we understand the source of radiation and radiation mechanism. So, how the source is radiate in energy, we will discuss in this slide. So, the electric charge radiate under certain condition only. We know that to radiate the electricity or the electric charge radiate in certain, or we can say in the fixed condition only. If the charge is stationary, the current is not created and hence there is no radiation. Because in the stationary charge, we know that at that time the current is not created. So due to that, at that time the radiation is zero. Now, if the electric charge is moving with the uniform velocity along a straight wire with infinite length, then there is no radiation shown in the figure. So here we can see this is the electric charge is moving with this in the straight wire with the infinite length, then there is also no radiation is produced. Now let me consider that the pulse of the electric charge move along a straight conductor in the z direction. So here in this figure we can see we consider the pulse of the electric charge is move along in the z direction. Here the QL is indicated charge per unit length. So the moving charge consists a momentary current I is given by, so we define the current by generated by this moving charge is given by I is equals to QL dz by dt, and the unit of current is we know that the ampere. So now we give this equation as equation number 1. Now let L be the length of the pulse as measured along the conductor. So we can write this equation as the I into L in the left hand side, and we also multiply L in the right hand side. So we can write the QL dot L into dz by dt. So here we simply multiply the L in the both the side because the L is the length of the pulse is measured along the conductor. Now let dz by dt be the velocity of v. We know that dz by dt we can define as the velocity. So that's why we can write the right side terms in terms of the dz by dt. Instead of v, write the velocity v. So we get this equation as I dot L is equal to QL dot L into v. Now the term this QL dot L indicate in this equation is nothing but the total charge of the pulse. So we can rewrite this equation number 3 as I dot L is equal to Q dot V. So now we are differentiating this equation number 4 with respect to T. So now we differentiate this equation number 4 with respect to T. So we get this equation as L di by dt, and in the right hand side is equal to Q dV by dt. So we know that dV by dt is nothing but the acceleration. So we get the A. So here this A indicates that dV by dt is the acceleration of charge, and the unit of this acceleration is the meter per second. So finally we get this equation, the I L into di by dt is equal to Q into A. Now in this equation, equation number 5, the basic continuity equation relating current and charge together. We can say this is in the equation number 5. From this equation number 5, we can see the basic continuity equation is a current and charge together. This is Q is indicated current and I is indicated current and Q is indicated charge. So now from this equation, it is also the fundamental relation for the electromagnetic radiation. So this equation indicates the fundamental relation of the electromagnetic radiation. So we can conclude from this equation that with the time varying current or the accelerated charge, electromagnetic radiation are produced. So this equation is the relation indicate the time varying current, acceleration, and due to this the electromagnetic wave is produced. So now the question comes in our mind, how the acceleration or deceleration is produced. So the acceleration or deceleration to the charge can be produced if wire is curved, bent, or terminate discontinuous or truncated. So due to this, we can this acceleration and deceleration of the charge is produced, because when the wire is infinite length straight wire, so at that time there is no radiation is produced. But if the wire is bent or terminated or discontinuity, so at that time this acceleration and deceleration is produced. So due to this, the electromagnetic wave is produced. Now we discuss about a single wire antenna. As name suggests, here this is the one wire we use to define the antenna. So we can see this is a different form of the wire. Like in the first we just curve the shape, and the second in the band shape. So here for a single wire antenna, for the radiation there is a true property, or we can say the first one is in the single wire antenna, if charge is stationary, so no current is developed, so no radiation is observed because there is no current, and due to that there is no radiation is observed. And the second one case is indicate if the charge is moving with uniform velocity, then also two cases come in our mind. Which are that? So first one case is no radiation for the straight wire which is in infinite length. So the wire is straight length and infinite length. So at that time there is no radiation produced. So when radiation is produced, so the possible radiation if wire is curved, bent, or discontinuous or terminated, then the radiation is produced. So this is the condition for the radiation produced in the single wire antenna. When wire is energized using a source, the free electrons in the wire are set to motion due to the force of electric lines. The charges are accelerated and the source, and while they are decelerated due to the reflection at other end. Due to this, radiation fields are create not only at the two ends but also along the remaining part of the wire. So this is the mechanism how the radiation is produced inside the single wire antenna. Now we understand the two wire antenna. So here by using two wire we design the antenna. So you can see here we use this two wire to design this antenna. Now we understand the radiation mechanism inside this two wire antenna. So consider an antenna driven by transmission line with voltage source connect as shown in the figure. So here you can see in the left hand side of the figure, so the voltage source we applied and just two wire we use. So we can say that two transmission line we use and the voltage source we have applied. So when the source is applied, the electric field gets developed between the conductor. The electric line of force are tangent to the electric field. The strength of electric line of force is proportional to the electric field intensity. So, as the free electron have tendency to get separate from the atom, the electric line of force operates on the free electrons of each conductor and force to displace. Due to the charge movement, current is produced and it produces magnetic field intensity. The electric field line travels from positive charge to negative charge, while the magnetic field line from closed loop. Encircling current carrying the conductor. So here this is the mechanism of how the electromagnetic wave is produced inside this two-wire antenna. So we can say here we can see this is the voltage we have applied the two-wire, and here we use the alternating current, that means AC current we have applied. So we know that the AC current, the cycle is 10. First is the positive half. So at that time the wire is a plus signal, you can see, and then the negative charge, this is the direction is 10. So first is the upward to downward side, then downward to upward side. So this time the signal is created, and here we have given slight tapering. So due to this, the radiation is created. Here we can see this is the second one figure. So the electromagnetic wave is here generated and it propagates in the free space. So this is the mechanism of the two-wire antenna. And now we understand most important topic, dipole antenna. So here you can see this is a dipole antenna. Simply we have bent fully the wire in the 90-degree shape. So we can see this is the wire we have bent in the 90-degree shape. So we get the dipole antenna. Dipole antenna is nothing but a two-wire antenna, but we have bent totally the wire. So we get this type of shape, and this shape is known as the dipole shape. Consider a small dipole antenna where the time of travel is negligible. Consider that the small dipole is center fit in the first quarter of the period t is equals to t by 4. So here the center of the wire we have given the field mechanism. So due to this, at the time t is equals to t by 4, or we can say the lambda by 4. So due to this, the positive cycle is created, and in the upper one side, that means that in the upper side, this is a positive charge created, and the lower one side is a negative charge. So due to this, this lines is created from the upward to the downward side. We can see. Now, this is a time at which the charge at a maximum value. At this instant, the line travel radially outward a distance lambda by 4. We can say this is the distance from the antenna is the lambda by 4 from this antenna to this line. So here in the first half or the first quarter, the line is traveled in the lambda by 4 distance. Now we discuss about the second one, next one quarter. Now in the next quarter period of time, 3 lines produced originally now travel an additional lambda by 4 distance. So in the second one quarter, also the second this dashed line wire line is indicated. This is the first quarter line. This and the second one, next one is indicate the dashed line is indicate the second quarter line. So in the second quarter line, we can see this is the direction of the radiation is changed, because in the alternating current, AC current, we know that the polarity is changed. So at that time, the radiation mechanism is changed from the downward side to the upward side. We can see the downward side to upward side, and in the first half we have discussed in the upward side to the downward side, because here the polarity is changed. So the total distance now is the lambda by 2, because here lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4. So total distance become the lambda by 2. So the charge density on the conductor start diminishing. This is because the opposite charge are introduced. Because in the first charge, this is the next one slide, the opposite charge is produced. This opposite charge neutralizes the charge on the conductor. This opposite charge also produces 3 lines of force while travel a distance lambda by 4 during the second quarter of the first half. The line of force produced by the opposite charge are shown by the dashed line. We can see here this dashed line. This indicates the second 1 quarter line. Now, compare with the line of first quarter of the first half, the distance of the line of force is opposite as they are produced by the opposite charge. So the result is the appearance of 3 lines of force directing upward in the lambda by 4 distance, while the 3 more lines of force directing downward in the next lambda by 4. So we can say here this is the final figure we get like this. In the second order figure we can see in the first quarter like in the downward side, and in the next quarter is goes the line from the upward side. So the now 3 is no charge. Now there is no charge on the conductor. So the line of force gets detached from the conductor, or we can say from the antenna, and combine to form the closed loop as shown in the figure. So here the first half and second half is combined, and finally we get this type of radiation. So this is the radiation mechanism of the dipole antenna. By using this principle, or in this principle, the dipole antenna is worked and radiation is produced. So in this lecture, we have discussed, first we discussed about the single wire antenna, then we discussed about the 2 wire antenna, and last we discussed about the dipole antenna. So we study these 3 topics in this lecture. Thank you. Hello and welcome to our channel Electronics and Communication Engineering. Congratulations to find us for learning. You are watching a lecture series on antenna and propagation that has approx 44 sessions and more are coming up. We have more than 1200 sessions in various lecture series on courses for Electronics and Communication Engineering. Watch it and learn. If you like it, share it, subscribe it, and press bell icon to receive all updates on new session. Enjoy learning.